So first we will discuss about the stakeholders. Think about it, about the following question. If you are a CEO of a large MNC company, can you implement any decision that you take by yourself? Will you have that kind of freedom in a large MNC company or even in any company? Is such full freedom good for the company? Even though you are the CEO of a company, can you be allowed to take any decision on your own and just implement it? Will it be a very good thing for the company, or do you think it's not such a good thing for a company? So pause this video and think about it and then give your answer. So stakeholder goals and objectives. Before choosing any goal or objective, the manager or CEO has to consider the different groups of stakeholders. So any CEO, even if you are a CEO of a company, you can't decide anything on your own. You have to consider what are the goals, aspirations that your stakeholders have and what they want. So based upon what the stakeholders want and they need, as a CEO, you have to consider all those and then take a decision. Hence, the manager or CEO is only an agent for the stakeholders. So a CEO is just an agent. So he has certain powers, but he can't exclusively take all the decisions by himself. He has to consult the stakeholders. So who is a stakeholder? Stakeholders are any person or group that can affect or be affected by the policies or activities of an organization. So it is something like a stakeholder is any person. It can be a single person or it can even be a group. These person or group can affect the company, okay, or they can be affected by the company policies or activities. So it's a kind of a wider term, okay, and all these person or group which are get affected by the company or they affect the company are called as stakeholders. So there is usually a categorization of stakeholders. So they can be classified as internal, connected or external. Internal stakeholders are employees and management. So they are the internal part of a company. Connected are people who are into an agreement with the company. So shareholders, customers, suppliers and financiers. So these people are connected with the company through some kind of a contract. And external stakeholders. So those people who have high power to influence a company indirectly. So community, government and pressure groups. So pressure groups are usually some kind of NGOs who attempt to put some kind of a pressure. So you can have an example of Greenpeace organization or environmental organization which says that the company should be following green policies. So that kind of pressure group. In this slide, we will see types of internal stakeholders. So the employees and management, they have certain interests which they try to safeguard. They want to safeguard their job, their career, their money or their salary, the promotion, the benefit, their satisfaction of working with the company. They want to try to defend these things. So any decision which goes contrary to these interests, then the employees and management will start to agitate or they will start to worry or even they will start to protest. Anything which increases these will help the employees and management to be more happy with the policies of the company here. So why we take employees and management? But the logic is employees and management are the middle and the lower level of employees. It's not concerned mostly about the top level because the top level is the one which takes the decisions. What do employees and management do when these kinds of their interests are getting sacrificed? They will try to protest any change that affects them. They will try to shut down. They will strike. They will agitate. They will refuse to relocate from one place to another place, or finally, if nothing is possible, they might even try to resign. Here we move on to the connected stakeholders. So stakeholders, we will start from the shareholder. Shareholders want increased shareholder wealth. They want increase in price of the share, increase in dividends, and they are also worried about excessive risk and also very low risk taken by the company. So the company should always take a kind of a moderate kind of a risk. If their interests are going to get violated, then what the shareholder will do? Number one, they will sell the share, and because of that the share price might decrease, or what they might do is they might ask for a change in management. So they will vote out the existing top management and they will try to bring in a new set of management. So bankers and financiers, these are like long-term lenders to the company. So what are the things they want? They want security of their loan, and they also want to have an adherence to loan agreement. So what is adherence to loan agreement? So whenever a loan is given by a bank or a financier to a company, there are certain restrictions, something like in terms of dividend payout ratio, the company should not give too much of dividend when they already have a lot of loans. The company should not incur more amount of additional loans. So these kinds of agreements are already written. So the company should not violate. In case the company violates the security of loan and adherence to loan agreements, what would the bankers do? They would deny any further credit. They might even charge a higher interest rate, or they might ask for liquidation of the company in terms of any serious situations. So what do suppliers want from the company? They want a good profitable sale. They want the outstanding payment for their goods. They want a good long-term relationship with the company. In case these things are like violated, what would suppliers do? They will not sell anything at credit. They might sue the company in court, and they will stop selling any goods to the company. In terms of customers, customers want good quality goods as promised, and some future benefits from the company, something in terms of free warranty or a free installation or something like that, some free benefit that they want. If these are like violated, what they would do? They will buy elsewhere, or they will sue for any damages caused. So now we will move on to the external stakeholders. So government is an external stakeholder. So what do a government want? Government wants a good job creation created by the company and a proper tax revenue. If these things are like violated, what would they do? They will try to bring some kind of a legal action against the company. They might to start to create some kind of a regulation or scrutiny or supervision of the company. So they might visit the company, they might try to take any legal action if any tax has been like violated. They won't do much when jobs are not created, but they will be very frustrated if tax revenues are somewhere fraudulently lowered. So they would usually take the regulation and legal action. Pressure groups and community. So pressure groups, like as we said, it can be like environmental pressure groups or labor pressure groups. So there are like political parties which support labor union. So they can be a kind of pressure group. So these people will try to defend their rights. So they will try to defend their rights whenever there's any pollution or something. They will even try to defend that. So what are the actions they will take? They will first publicize the problem. They will try to take any direct action, something like they will stage a protest. They will sabotage any plant or any machinery or any factory that is in some kind of a violent case, or they might put pressure on the government to take some action. There are also like professional bodies, ACCA, CAMA, and these are like professional bodies. So professional bodies is also a kind of a stakeholder. They want their members to be ethical, and in case the member ethics is violated by the company, they might start to put on some kind of a ethical safeguard, such as a fine on the member. There is another kind of classification for stakeholders. So it's called as primary and secondary. So primary is those that have a direct effect on the company and without whom it will be difficult to operate. So these stakeholders have a direct effect on the company and it's very difficult to operate without them. So government, shareholders, customers. And there is a secondary type of stakeholders, those that have a limited direct influence on the organization and without whom the company can survive, such as the community and even the management, they say.
So if you guys really like the video, put a like for us and share it with your friends who might find it useful. So if you guys have any queries or questions, post it in the comment section. We'll be like happy to answer them. If you guys have any other ideas for further videos, you can put it in the comment section. We'll be like creating a new video on that topic also. So thank you guys. We'll meet in the next video.